Hi, I'm Allison.
And I'm Pete. We work for Bhakti, which is an India-inspired beverage company in Boulder, Colorado. Today we'll be giving you a quick overview of who we are and show you some examples of how to sample our India-inspired products.
Bhakti was founded in 2006 by a woman named Brooke Eddy, and she visited India a couple years prior and was invited into people's homes to get to know each other over authentic chai. Brooke returned to the US after her trip, and she really missed the chai that she had tried in India, and she started to brew her own with fresh pressed ginger, cardamom, and spices. Brooke's homemade chai became really popular around Boulder with her friends and family, and before she knew it, cafes around town were actually asking for it. So she named the company Bhakti, which means devotion through social action in Sanskrit. And it's really this philosophy that underscores our company's social mission and of giving back to the global community.
So in addition to supporting global causes, Bhakti is also deeply committed to purchasing sustainably sourced ingredients and packaging, as well as zero waste manufacturing.
Bhakti has 4 unique product lines. The concentrate, which was the first product that we launched 10 years ago, an artisan tea line, which is a dry tea in a compostable pyramid bag, an iced chai line, and also a sparkling tea line.
So all of our products are non-GMO verified, fair trade certified, vegan, and made with organic ingredients. Today we want to take a few minutes to show you how we sample our iced chai, sparkling teas, and engage with fans.
And if a store does carry both the iced chai and the sparkling lines, you should definitely sample both during your demo.
Your demo table should look similar to this. One of the key components is going to be an ice bin, again showcasing sparkling and chai if the store has both. Lots of ice to keep everything cold, and this can be found at the dairy section or the seafood section of the store. Usually they'll provide you with ice. We definitely like to have a couple flavors out front to act as a menu. Additionally, we like to have some added signage such as recipe cards, just a little something to draw the consumers in. Stickers are a must, and then coupons. They're kind of a special situation. You only want to use coupons if the product is not on sale. If it is on sale, please just keep the coupons to yourself for that demo.
Okay, so for the purposes of this first sparkling demo, I'm going to be the demo rep and Pete's going to be the consumer. So I've got one of each of one of the flavors out in front here, and I'm going to be actually sampling from the cold ones that are in the bin. There is a particular order that we do like to sample these. We start with the lemon ginger, we go to the tart cherry, then the mate, and we end with the matcha. So here we go. Hi, would you like to try some Bhakti sparkling teas?
Absolutely.
Great. Are you a fan of ginger?
I sure am.
Oh, great. So we have 4 different flavors. They all have a different base of tea and are blended with organic juices. Would you like to try all of them?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the first one is a black tea base with lemon and ginger. They're all carbonated.
Wow, you can really smell the ginger.
Ginger is Bhakti's signature flavor, so ginger is in all of our products.
Can I reuse my cup?
Yeah, please reuse your cup. Now, are you a fan of cherries?
Oh yeah, I love cherry.
Okay, this is a rooibos tea, which is a naturally uncaffeinated tea, and we blended it with organic tart cherry juice.
It's really smooth and creamy.
It's one of my favorites. Now, are you a fan of mint?
You know, I actually don't like mint.
Okay, we have a mint mate, but we're going to skip that one. And then we have a matcha tea, which is
yeah, what's that sediment in there?
yeah, that's the actual tea leaf. It's the only tea that is blended with the entire tea leaf, and this has a little mango and lime.
That smells amazing.
This is my favorite.
Wow, yeah, that mango's fantastic.
That was your favorite too?
Mm-hmm.
So they all have under 60 calories, they all have under 14 grams of sugar, and
yeah, that was gonna be my next question, is what actually sweetens them?
yeah, good question. Most of the sugar content comes from the organic juices. We do sweeten all of them with a little bit of organic cane sugar and a natural sweetener called monk fruit.
Okay.
If Pete were to be up here with a couple of other people from the store, I would give cups out to everybody and sample the whole flight at the same time. It just helps a lot with efficiency, and then you're only having to describe the flavors one time. The consumers tend to, banter back and forth also with what their favorites are, and it just helps kind of get the energy going. So some questions that we tend to get with our sparkling teas include things like, what is matcha?
Yep, and so Allison touched on this. Matcha is going to be a whole leaf green tea. There's not a whole lot of teas where you consume the entire leaf, which is very unique about matcha. And it does give it a little bit of texture, so just be sure to swirl the bottles while you're sampling.
What is mate?
So mate is going to be a South American tea. It's high in antioxidants, but it's not very bitter, so it makes a really great pairing with mint.
It also has the most caffeine of all of our teas. We'll touch on that in a minute, but this is the most caffeinated of the teas. What is rooibos?
It's a South African red bush tea, which is naturally uncaffeinated. It has lots of antioxidants, just like other teas, and it has a really subtle flavor.
And we typically don't get too many questions about the lemon ginger. What is monk fruit?
So monk fruit is actually it's a fruit from South Asia, and it's very small, but it's 150 to 200 times sweeter than sugar. So because of that, we just use a touch of it as a natural sweetener in a couple of our products.
All of them except for the mate have the monk fruit in it.
Exactly.
Now another question we get is there any chai in the sparkling teas?
No, there is no chai in our teas. It's going to be a tea base mixed with fruit juice and carbonated.
And let's talk about the caffeine content of each one. So we're mentioning that the mate has the most.
Is the highest.
At 50 milligrams of caffeine, which is about half of a cup of coffee.
Yep. And then the black has 40 milligrams of caffeine. The matcha or the mango lime matcha is at 35.
And no caffeine for the rooibos.
So for this next segment, we're going to walk you through our iced chai line. On this one, I'm going to be the demo rep and Allison will be the consumer.
Okay.
So starting with an outline on the products. To start, we have our original chai here, which is our flagship product. This began brewing about 6 years ago and has lots of fresh ginger juice and a black tea base. Then we have our decaf chai, which is the exact same product, just using a decaffeinated black tea. Next up, we have our dirty chai, or the coffee blend. And this is going to be the original that's been mixed with a shot of organic cold brewed coffee from a local roaster in Boulder. Finally, we have a semi-sweet, which is going to be very similar to the original, but just with a lower sugar count. So the 4 of these here are all going to be mixed with an organic soy milk, whereas these 2 are mixed with almond milk. So this almond blend here is very similar to the semi-sweet in that it has a lower sugar count. And then finally we have our toasted coconut almond, and this one has no sugar in it at all, but it has been sweetened with a little bit of monk fruit.
Okay.
So would you care to try any spicy ginger chai?
Oh, I'd love that.
All right, have you ever had Bhakti before?
I don't think I have. Tell me about it.
Okay, so Bhakti is going to be a premium tea company out of Boulder, Colorado. Ginger and spice are kind of one of our signatures, so they all do have...
I love ginger.
Awesome. So do you prefer soy or almond milk when you're drinking chai?
I'm kind of more of almond milk person.
Almond?
Yeah.
All right, so we have 2 options. We have a low sugar option or a 0 sugar option.
I would like to try both. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Can I try the no sugar first?
Yeah, I'll start you with the no sugar.
We will want you to make sure that you are using the chilled bottles from the...
Absolutely.
Right? For sampling? So
Yeah, these are just
cold.
out for display. So this one is the toasted coconut almond, 0 sugar, a little bit of the monk fruit.
Coconut. Ooh, tastes like vacation.
Right?
Coconut juice. Coconut milk.
All right, then next we have the almond blend.
And you said this has lower sugar than your original?
Exactly, so it's going to be a little bit of cane sugar in there.
Sugar does it have?
It's at 12 grams of sugar,
okay.
actually.
I like that one.
Nice.
This would also be good with a little vodka in it.
It certainly could. Classic Bhaktini.
Bhaktini. All right.
So once the consumer says that they like one, what you should go ahead and do is offer them a coupon and point to them where the product is found. Ideally, your demo table will be set up right in front of the product. However, sometimes that just doesn't play out. In that instance, you want to offer them a coupon and then direct them to whatever section of the store that they can find the product.
One more thing I was also thinking about, since Pete made a, the first question he asked was, are you a soy person or an almond person, which is kind of how it's nice to narrow down the flavors, and then it goes to the sugar content. So if I would have said I like soy, then we would have gone from, how much sugar do you like? Are you a coffee drinker?
Absolutely.
Are you a caffeine drinker? So that's kind of how we can minimize the detail, right, that we're going into and with every single consumer on all the flavors.
Definitely.
Now, another question we get is, do these all have to stay refrigerated?
Absolutely. So Bhakti does not use any preservatives at all. So because of that, they do require refrigeration.
Yep. Is Bhakti non-GMO and fair trade and organic?
That's a great question. So Bhakti is non-GMO. We are fair trade certified, and we're working on our organic certification right now.
So finally, just a couple final thoughts about demoing. If there is a lull in the traffic at the store that you're demoing at, it's a really good time to take a tray and put some chai and sparkling teas in some cups and take them around to the team members in the store to make sure that they know exactly what is on the shelf and kind of get them to be fans as well.
So something else is we've given you a lot of information during this video, so you don't need to share everything with a consumer. It's kind of a share versus sell trade-off. If they're engaging with you, you can continue to provide them with information, but you definitely don't want to overwhelm them and make them feel like they're getting too much.
And on that same note, there are going to be questions that you're asked that you just don't know the answer to, and that's okay. Please don't make anything up. It would be great for you to jot down or just remember the question and go to our website and find out what the answer is, and tell the consumer to feel free to go to drinkbhakti.com to check out all of the questions they have about the brand.
So we know you'll have a lot of fun demoing Bhakti. It's a fantastic line of products with an amazing history and social mission.
Yep. Good luck. We're out.
Off to the Bachelor.